words, we are rolling out already the 5th generation of e-mobility. E-mobility is the new normal for BMW. Now we have 14 million cars connected with embedded SIM to our backends, more than any other automaker. And 5G will be the next big step soon. We at BMW, we have a quite different approach to our competitors. We know how to understand systems holistically, and when it's the right time to industrialize and scale, not too early. How to move faster with shorter loops but without losing strategic direction. And very important for me personally, how to build the best tech partnerships.
The President and Chief Strategy Officer of Samsung Electronics, Young Song. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Welcome to our booth.
Good to see you, Klaus. Good morning. It's good to be here.
We both know it will be quite complex. It will be pretty tough to develop and it will change the driver's opportunities in the car, but it will also have an impact on the entire mobility system.
Right. Yeah, I think that if I think about what 5G can bring, it's a fundamental change because there are really 4 things that 5G is going to bring to the, I believe, the future of automobile. And these 4 things are going to make the experience what's possible from what's not possible, and making things that are creating new experiences. So what are those 4 things? Some are obvious ones. For instance, your ability to have much shorter latency so that you can be able to respond much quickly on certain events, which is very critical for your autonomous driving type of projects. Really critical that we see an object and know exactly where things are. It will be 10 times faster than, for instance, in 4G, 10 milliseconds to 1 millisecond.
Urban Suite demonstrates that we don't consider luxury as a matter of size. It's about a smart and individual high-tech solution for customers in the future of mobility. So we are already developing such a seat concept, fully variable, that is feasible, safe, and can get road and crash approval. Therefore, we invented the BMW X7 0G Lounger, a flexible and fully integrated seat for boost and ease.
BMW 0G Lounger is probably one of the most relaxing way to travel. It's an holistic experience based on a new seat position, so you can completely recline until the 60-grade position. And the seat is also connected to the sound, to the light, and to a special user interface to provide a completely new user experience during the drive. The BMW 0G Lounger is still a concept, but it will be definitively available for our customer in the near future. With the seat, we reach now a new level in terms of safety. First with a new seatbelt integration, and then with a completely new airbag system called Cocoon Airbag. It provides you a 360 degrees safety around you. To increase the user experience inside the car, the screen angle change depending on your seat's position, and you will also get information based on a particle system moving from the right to the left and to the left to the right to give you the information in advance in which direction the car will turn next.
But how will the interior of the future look like in a more holistic approach? Not talking about features or components. We at BMW have thought a lot about autonomous driving. It's not only about being driven, but also about how to spend quality time in the car. It's about a personal and emotional user experience for the driver and the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, the BMW i Interaction is there. The BMW i Interaction Ease focuses on an intuitive combination of natural voice, gaze, advanced gesture control, and next-generation head-up display technologies, taking human-machine interaction to the very next level. The central vehicle's intelligence processes all informations received from sensors and provides solutions according to the driving situation, time and location.
Presenting is not just technology. What we're presenting is really how to use technology in a humane way. We don't just show technology to drive autonomously, we show what the human experience is going to be. We show the BMW Interaction Ease, which is really a vision of how individual mobility in the future can be at BMW premium level. BMW has a real tradition to actually build cars for humans. So we don't build technology for technology's sake. What we are actually showing here with BMW Interaction Ease is a vision of how technology can serve humans in the future. It's not just autonomous driving as a technological foundation, but rather how humans can actually make use of it. I'm really interacting with BMW Interaction Ease in much the way as I would interact with you. I would look at you, I would try to get in contact with you. I would look at things and the machine would understand me. I can point at things, the machine would understand that. I can talk to the machine, it would understand me, and I can look at the screen. All those interactions, not just as separate modalities, but really as a very natural mix is what we're showing here. That's why we call it BMW Natural Interaction. There's two trends that are really important for us. One of them is cloud first. A lot of the high-end functionalities move from the car to the cloud. And the other one is swarm intelligence. We build intelligence not just in the individual connected car, but into our complete fleet, of which we have 14 million cars out there on the road. 5G really is that radio technology which enables us to deliver that with a snappiness, with low latency, with a high quality of service and huge bandwidth, also for entertainment applications. That's why 5G is really our dream of the connected car come true.
really about innovation. But BMW I is also about bringing the BMW Group to new frontiers, taking it to new places. And those new places are essential new places for us to exist and coexist with our customers. So when somebody approaches the BMW I Interaction Ease, I think they're first struck by a very monolithic exterior. One of my favorite parts of this concept is its level of abstraction and architecturalness on the exterior. And the reason I like that so much is that it starts to become almost unmistakable for a part of the urban fabric itself. This could be a building. This could be a part of an architectural constellation within a city. And that starts to become a very exciting dialogue as we think about new methods of mobility, particularly within the urban context. So, as one transitions from the exterior in this very sheer surfacing into the interior, there's a very pronounced transition. And that's from a very abstract exterior to a very immersive, rich interior. And that's a fundamental change. And that change really helps pronounce the fact that when you come to the interior, you've truly arrived. So the interior really has three main constructs. And there's an ability to explore, there's the ability to entertain, and to actually ease. And those three things are really facilitated by this incredibly warm, immersive environment. And that environment is something that uses new materials in ways to communicate luxury that actually really challenge the definition of craftsmanship. Both the seating buck have the capability to recline into what we call a 0G position. And that is truly a elevated foot position, torso quite far back, and really takes all of the weight off of you and enables this kind of flotation, dreamlike experience. So the user really interacts as they normally would. It is a truly intuitive user interface, and that really is the whole point. And so when you, for example, are browsing through an environment, you do it with your eyes, the same way that you would in every other part of your life. And when you select, you would do so by pointing or speaking or tapping to give an affirmation. And this kind of multimodal confirmation is something that we've built into the interface as well. But fundamentally, it really is the most intuitive, interactive experience that we can imagine. All of these aspects in terms of interaction, the gaze, the gesture, the voice, these are all things that you normally use when interacting with another person. There's the panoramic heads-up display, which is truly a phenomenal, immersive experience. And then it also is very fundamental to allowing the user to explore the outside world and overlaying a layer of information that helps describe what they're seeing. The user really has a partner in this journey, and that partner is an artificial intelligence, and we refer to that as an intelligent personal assistant. And it really is everywhere within the interior. But I think the most important aspect to mention is that we've brought it into places that it might not normally reside. It's actually not on screen, but it's everywhere else. It's on the seats, it's on the floor, it's in the air. It's something that is omnipresent, and in fact, because it is so present, it becomes truly a character in your journey. The BMW i Interaction Ease has technologies built in that are fundamental to its purpose and its function, but they're really not necessarily visible.
Change your perception. And I think the CES is the ideal format to think about the midterm or long-term future of mobility. And we have a long history to show concepts as a holistic approach, which include technologies you will see in 2 or in 5 or even in 10 years. We have two big issues. Sustainable powertrains on the one side, where e-mobility is already a new normal for us with our 5th generation of electric drivetrains. And on the other side, the digital topics. Connected vehicle, where we announced 5G today. Autonomous driving, where we will deliver level 3 highway pilot for the customers in 2021 with the iNext. What are the challenges? On the one side, I have technical challenges. For example, we have to develop complete new laser scanners to enable autonomous driving. But on the other side, we also see that in these new digital topics, a lot of regulations in the world are very different or they are still missing. We have one theme in our E-division which is called Act like a startup, deliver like a grown-up. And I think that's very much the attitude we should have. We should be curious about new technologies. We should develop new technologies. You know, Project I was a typical example where we very early already are very ambitious to develop new technologies. And then we have to find the right time to scale these technologies. And often there are 10 to 15 years between the starting point and the scaling. And I think we at BMW, we are very good in that, to look at new technologies and then be the robust industrialization competence center when it's up to scaling up for the normal customers.